do. They have a TV in their bedroom. I definitely would not allow a TV in my kid's bedroom, but I see a lot of unhealthy things happening here. It's a carcinogenic substance. So we'd like to get these out. I think she almost really resented my guidance.
If you wanted to see what the final boss of Karen's looks like, you came to the right place because, oh my god, things are going to get heated today. It's time for a wife swap episode react, and today's episode is a doozy. I'm just going to tell you that. There's not going to be too many spoilers. Make sure you watch till the end and like this video if you want to see more. And without further ado, let's meet this family that this woman belongs to.
Meet the overachieving Benner family and mom Virginia, who is constantly propelling her family towards her idea of perfection.
My life is perfect.
Yeah, already you could tell by her voice, this is going to be a very insufferable video to get through, and if you can make it all the way to the end, I honestly applaud you. Also, that's the #1 sign that somebody has a perfect life, is if they go out of their way to tell you such.
I do the best I can, but it's hard for me to meet those expectations.
Absolutely.
God, the nervous laughter. This guy literally admits, I can't even keep up with what she demands of me. I mean, she expects everything. She expects perfection 24/7 because her life is, quote, perfect. So therefore, when anybody in her family doesn't meet her impossible standards, she becomes very rude and mean.
Sometimes I don't get as much help as I would like.
Well, I would say that I help out quite a bit.
Whatever.
God, she literally does not respect her husband at all, which, by the way, she is literally trash-talking him in front of us and just laughs at the idea that he helps out around the house at all. She's giving him zero credit.
My friends say that my kids act like 40-year-olds.
Just yesterday, I did a cupric sulfate and fire experiment.
And oh my God, she has literally sucked the life out of her children. They're already worried about taxes and the SMP, and they literally just got out of diapers, bro. What are you doing to these poor kids by imparting them with this impossibly fake lifestyle of perfection?
I think the one advantage we have over some other families is
We are not allowed to use video games.
So yeah, this is a core personality trait for this woman and her family, is that they swore off all TV, all technology, including video games. Well, I'm sure she has her phone and everything, but yeah, the kids can't play a Nintendo Switch or even a Game Boy. Hell, if they got caught playing on an iPad, I'm sure she would lose her mind. And this is going to come into play later in this episode, believe you me.
For my work, I'm a patent attorney with a chemical company.
Fortunately, that takes him away often, and I'm perfectly content with that.
Imagine saying that, bro. Imagine your wife says that in front of you and you don't like say anything about it. Like, what? You want me to be out of the house? Like, that's a good thing? You invite the idea of me having to be away for work? Which also, this guy makes a buttload of money. He's a patent lawyer for some crazy company. And this woman is a stay-at-home mom. I just want to really put that into perspective as she talks about how little this man does for them. It's like, yeah, you might clean the house, but who the hell bought it?
I've really realized I'm not going to let my happiness be defined by somebody else.
Oh my God, grow a backbone, bro. This guy is just not saying anything. He's just sitting here taking this like an absolute wuss, bro. Imagine that. And she says,
I don't want my happiness to be defined by anyone else.
Again, you're sitting inside a house that I know damn well you did not pay for. Not that being a stay-at-home mom is bad, by the way. Like, obviously, that's just how the situation goes. If anything, it's good to have a parent at home, but let's be realistic about both of your roles that you're playing and give your damn husband some credit, please.
I guess 12 years ago, we went on a date, and that was awful.
That date, I would agree, was not fun.
Yeah, this guy got lucky in his eyes and found a woman that was attractive enough for him to commit to this life of pain. And this woman found a nerd that is rich enough that he will take her abuse without standing up for himself or anything. And I can just tell this family is full of love and passion and fun. And that totally was not sarcasm.
Our family could be called unconventional. I'm a stay-at-home dad.
We promise we'll stay out of trouble. We promise.
So this is the other family they're swapping with, and today's episode is a little bit unique because a stay-at-home father is swapping with the stay-at-home mother. Kind of a fun twist. Let's see how it goes. Obviously, this family seems a lot more laid back and like they actually enjoy, spending time with their kids and having fun. So I'm sure that's going to be a point of contention for this woman because she's clearly the fun police. So anyways, they finally arrive to their new homes. This woman has to bring out an umbrella. I don't know why. I don't think I see any rain, but that is just so extra for this 20-foot walk, and just such proof that this woman does everything to look elegant and rich and luxurious, and it is so cringe to me.
All right. Look at that different taste here. That could be a problem.
A problem? What the hell? This woman is already so judgmental. She's like, oh God, yeah. Compared to my house, this doesn't really look like Tarantino could have used it for the set of, DiCaprio's house in Django Unchained, so that might be a problem. Like, shut up. You're talking about different tastes. I want to talk about your house for a second, because this empty white hellhole, I don't care how much wainscoting you got on the freaking walls, I would never want to live here. It's so lifeless, just like your entire family.
These kids have a ton of toys. I don't even let my kids play video games. Oh, they have a TV in their bedroom. I definitely would not allow a TV in my kids' bedroom.
Oh God, she makes my skin crawl. Oh my God, I wish you guys could see me. I'm tip-tapping my toes right now because I am just triggered. Everybody knows a person like this. You've had a manager like this in your life, a damn teacher, any point of somebody you've had in your life that speaks like this with this annoying inflection where they just sound so pretentious and so judgmental with every single statement. And it's true. Every single thing she's saying here is a judgment. The other guy's walking through the house like, wow, this is so nice, giving compliments. Granted, he's, thrown off by certain things too, but this lady is only spewing hateful rhetoric about this family and how trash their house is and their practices of being parents.
See, what are they eating? See some processed foods. Oh my gosh, why do we want to do that to our children?
Oh my God, why does this family that makes less money than me have to buy the budget groceries that don't have, the same nutrients as the shit I'm getting from Whole Foods? I only fill up my grocery cart every week and it's about, $800, $900. Why can't most families float that?
Says the unemployed idiot.
Hi, I'm so excited to meet you. I don't play video games. Do you see any issues when they have a lot of screen time?
So this woman meets her new family, and within seconds, she's sitting on the couch giving them coaching lessons about how this woman could be a better mother, how these 4-year-old kids could better spend their time than, playing outside and playing video games occasionally. The judgments are, already starting, and it's just going to continue to get worse from here on out. Let me promise you that.
It's usually about an hour that they stay outside.
Okay.
That's where the worms always go.
Mommy will watch from here.
And this lady who's obsessed with fitness has to play outside with her kids, but because they're not doing some sort of structured P90X bullshit-ass workout, she sees it as just being futile. And you could tell this woman is almost annoyed that she has to spend time with these kids. While, of course, trash-talking the mom who is sitting inside because, I don't know, maybe she just got done with a full day of work. By the way, the mother of this other family, the nice one that we haven't really seen too much of yet, we will in the future, don't worry. She's a teacher, so it's gonna be rich hearing this woman talk to an actual teacher about how she should be teaching her kids. That's another element I skipped over. Of course, this health nut has to do homeschooling because she thinks she's just better than the public school or private school system, and because she knows so much, she can just give her kids all the knowledge. She's a genius all around. What can I say?
So I'm not a big fan of water guns.
Great. They're not quite as great of listeners as I had hoped.
These kids are not nearly as subservient as my kids. I definitely need to scare them into submission, much like I have with my family, because I don't like getting squirted with the water guns.
I couldn't bring myself to eat anything in that house because in my family, we try to eat healthy.
Yeah, we've heard you try to eat healthy. Please shut the f up about your family for 2 seconds. You're in a new family now, and this lady's going on some Gandhi-like hunger strike, as if she is just so appalled by the idea of French fries and chicken nuggets. Instead, she'd rather starve herself because this poor family just doesn't have, the rich foods that she needs from Trader Joe's in order to eat. I bet you open up this lady's pantry, you're gonna find Triscuits, Doritos, but not a single bag of flax seeds. And that's really just gonna trigger this woman.
As a teacher, I've dealt with lots of parents that have their opinions and their way is right and this is the only way. She is very preachy.
Yeah, preachy's a good word. I would say some stronger words, but honestly, they're the words that you probably shouldn't say to refer to someone as that. Just not nice. But it's funny that this woman's a teacher, so I think this other lady is just gonna be, accepting of the fact that this lady's a Karen. I'm sure she deals with a lot of parents like this in her line of work, and she's gotten good about having it, kind of roll off her shoulders and not taking it to heart. But 24/7 being subjected to it might be a little bit of a different story.
I feel like kids are not eating anything healthy. And that's really the parents' problem. They're the ones who've kind of given up.
Oh my God, this lady, I cannot take the way that she says things. They are so loaded and full of judgment and just hateful. I can tell she is just a hateful person inside, and it just emanates from her. It radiates from her. She thinks she's smiling and all happy, but everybody around her just sees her as the hellish person that she is.
No more video games.
So that's right, it's time for the rule change. She basically spent the first couple days with these kids just trash-talking their mother in front of her. So now her 2 rule changes are they have to eat her food and there's no more video games, which is her biggest enemy apparently.
Dinosaur feet apart. We all need to find ways to take better care of ourselves. And if you don't take care of your kids, no one else can.
Oh my God. So now she's got him on some stupid ass workout plan like she does with her family. And it just seems like every action is meant to humiliate this other woman and show her how this lady thinks that she's better than her in every aspect of life. She had to talk about the food and now she has to show off her fitness. And she's literally about to shame this woman for not being able to keep up with her workouts when this is day one of them doing this. This lady is literally pissing me off more by the second. I don't know if you could tell by my tone of my voice.
I really expected her to embrace this more than she is. I don't think she was doing all the exercises. Did you think she was?
No,
I literally am without words. Like, actually, I mean that. Like, I often wonder on these videos that I make if somebody that I make a video on ever sees it. And if you do see this, f you. Imagine shaming a mother for her physical health in front of her children, belittling her. That is one of the most trash things I've ever seen on this show.
I don't know if she meant it to come across that bad, but I feel judged. Yeah, I'm out too.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I would have left the workout as well, and I definitely think she meant it that way. I think every single thing this woman says is inflammatory and rude for the sake of other people, just so she can feel lifted up and feel happy about her, quote, perfect life.
I feel like you probably see me and I'm an outsider and you know just a tiny bit about me, but I see a lot of unhealthy things happening here.
I can't even continue, you guys. This is so painful. This literally hurts to see her talk. Oh my God, it's bringing me flashbacks of so many different managers I've had in my life. So many people in authority that just talk down to me with the same tone, with this same bullshit smile. The only reason she's smiling while saying this is because I swear she enjoys putting other people down and making them miserable. She is an energy vampire.
I saw the biggest offender in Western diet, vegetable oil.
I think Virginia mommy judges.
Yeah, that's a great term for it, mommy judges. I think she judges everybody else for everything because she's so insecure that she realizes if she points out everybody else's shortcomings, nobody will come for her. But I'm sorry, sis, now that's where my job comes in. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job. You guys let me know down in the comments and, you know, subscribe and like the video, hit the bell, all that stuff while you're at it.
And I love how she says, this is the biggest thing in Western diets.
That's how you know this lady's just reading way too many blogs, that she just has way too much money and time on her hands, and that's why she believes in all of this. Shut up.
Another one you've got in here is sodium benzoate. It's a carcinogenic substance, so we'd like to get these out.
I try not to get defensive.
I gotta admit, this other lady's been a saint. The way that she's receiving this, I would have broken down in tears or honestly squared up right then and there, if I was in her shoes at least. Like, the amount of slander this woman's throwing her way is just so unjust, and she is really, you know, flexing that teacher muscle right now in terms of patience and understanding that this woman is speaking from a personal place. She's holding up a mirror with everything she says.
I just feel attacked.
Processed preservatives and all those things, it makes me cringe.
Oh my God, that's actually crazy because I'm cringing and I'm sure that thousands of other people that are watching this right now are cringing too. So that's good. We're all cringing together. You can cringe at your fat people that you look down upon, and I'll cringe at you, who I also look down upon. I don't care how much money your hubby has. I don't care how perfect your life is you think. I look down upon you because of your personality and the way that you only bring negativity into this world, at least from what I've seen.
Accept responsibility for what you're feeding your kids and what you're putting in their bodies. So.
And she just keeps going. She doesn't understand that enough is enough. The lady obviously understands what you're saying. You've been going on about this same genre of complaint for the past 3 days with her, and now she is being moved to the point of tears. I honestly feel so bad for this other mother. It's not even funny.
I think that Christy is a little stressed from my nutritional overhaul. So I wanted to take her forest bathing.
Forest bathing? Oh my God, the insufferability levels are off the charts. Oh my God, I cannot handle this. And just the way she prefaces everything.
I feel like she was, you know, kind of off-put by me proposing that she lives healthy. I was looking at her. She's a little bit bigger than me, you know what I mean? Like, she clearly doesn't care about fitness the same way that my family does. But it's just weird. So I thought maybe since she's so angry and spiteful, I should take her outside to do some sunbathing.
Now, one of the things about forest bathing is that we're supposed to explore all 5 senses.
And literally none of the family is having this, so they kind of just go inside because it was a dud, but it's hilarious to see this woman try to impart these stupid, pseudo-spiritual BS on them. It's like, no, walking out in the forest is not going to make you less insufferable. That's the only problem this lady has right now, is having to be around you for the next couple days still.
No, I'm feeling like this is going to be a harder sell than I thought it would be. Grayson is definitely not interested.
So they go inside and this lady prepares some food that she forces other mother to go get at the store, and it's a random BS smoothie full of spirulina, flax seeds, and all the other expensive ingredients they had to buy, which again, this lady is not taking into account the fact that this family is of a different tax bracket than you, and not everybody can go and not worry about their grocery bill. Also, these kids have been eating chicken nuggets their entire life. They clearly have some food restrictive issues, and you think just having them jump in headfirst into a smoothie like that is gonna work? Clearly, you are not good at parenting, because you just don't get how this stuff works, and I don't even have a kid and I'm saying that.
This is stressing me out because we're on a strict budget for food. Like, we just spent all this to make this that my kids didn't eat.
I am so glad this woman is bringing that up because, again, that is just an angle she's not considering. It's one of the myriad of things that this woman does not consider when thinking of other humans. She's only thinking about herself and how much better she is than anybody else she looks at.
And I'm still going to have to get them something to eat.
But I wouldn't give him anything else if it was me.
I will never deny my kid food. It's not going to happen.
What the hell? What in the Ruby Frankie did this woman just say? She just said on camera that if her kids didn't like, the crap smoothie she made,
I would just low-key let them starve, I think.
Like, yeah, parent of the year, someone give this woman an award so she can feel better about herself because clearly the homeschooling, the parenting at home, it's all going so well and you're a great mother. And again, that was not sarcasm.
I don't feel like Christy seems really on board with it. I think she almost really resented my guidance.
My guidance. Oh my God. She literally thinks that this show is about her going to be a mentor to somebody. No, it's about you trying to take a new perspective on life and on raising a family. And clearly she did not have any interest in that. She only wanted to look down upon the lady and thought that it was a fixer-up type show. This ain't some home makeover show. You're supposed to learn stuff yourself.
So I introduced a video game to them.
You know what?
You got 3 kids at your house right now smiling from ear to ear.
So the parents are meeting at the end here, and the guy admits that, the thing that he brought to the house was he showed them video games, and they played some Switch games together. It was literally like 30-minute session, and they all had fun. But of course, this lady goes on to be a complete Karen about it.
Well, it's really easy to have fun. But as their sole teacher, I don't like to laugh.
Oh my God, this is a made-up show. This is a made-up person. This was written by AI, and the prompt was, can you make me the most annoying, insufferable person on the earth and write a script for me? And this is what the hell it popped out. I cannot believe my ears right now. Soul teacher, get the f*** over yourself.
I am their only teacher.
But that hat comes off when teaching's over.
I want to infuse teaching moments into everything I do.
Stop doing that.
What education level did you get? Did you go to college? I feel like you're a diploma-having motherfucker, and so am I. But we gotta know our place, okay? You are not a life teacher to all these kids. Everything that you know is not going to be imparted on them. Instead, they're just living their lives through fear, and it's completely stripped them of their personality. This lady is so self-righteous, and she's like, I'm their only teacher. That's by design. You chose to not put them in school, dumbass.
How do you teach them and have an hour of video game? Can't do that. And I don't want to do that. So there's not going to be a change there.
Oh God, that smile again was so triggering. That nod and smile. It almost looks like it's painful for her to smile because again, she's a demon walking the earth and happiness really isn't her forte. But man, is she insufferable. And also she was just bitching and moaning herself about how the other lady didn't seem to adapt to her, guidance all that much. Now you're saying you're not open-minded about anything the other family brought to the table? Talk about a way to ruin the experiment. This lady is literally the most trash person they could have picked for this show, but also kind of the best because she is clearly one of the most evil people we have seen on this entire series so far.
Christy doesn't care about nutrition, and she really shut me down. Like, she didn't want to hear what I had to say.
Oh my God, and now she's flipping the script, acting like the other lady was being rude. No, she shut you down because you were not trying to provide guidance or assistance. You were looking down on her and talking down to her for the week straight. So please get over yourself, honey.
My feelings were hurt. You were coming from a place of high and mighty, and you're gonna do this. I was feeling very mommy shamed.
As you should, and I'm glad she stood up for herself in those couple of moments that we did see, when it comes to restricting her kids' food and all that stuff. And again, this woman's just a saint for getting through this. I can't believe it.
And I don't like you walking around going, oh, we got to do this and this. I don't believe in rules. Rules are meant to be broken. So
you don't even got the dad, the patent lawyer, talking up at all because he just lets his wife do the talking. He's probably used to that after, 12 years, no dating and all that stuff. But man, is his other family a W in comparison.
Hats go off to Dwight. Living with her, it must be difficult. She's vicious.
You know what? I don't care.
And he gives a jab over to Mr. Silent over here like, dude, props to you, because you actually are the saint for putting up with this woman in your life every day, especially when you're the one making all that dough. It's like I would be kicking her to the curb the next day if it were me, but hey, props to you. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe of the end of the show. They then act like they're coming together on similar terms, but we all know this lady is not going to allow video games to stay around her house. She's not going to allow her kids to have fun or their own opinions, and she's going to continue thinking that she is God's gift to Earth. So that's pretty much it for today's episode. I'm sorry I got so heated. If anything I said was too inflammatory, that's the way the cookie crumbles, all right? I felt very passionate about this one, and I wanted to defend this poor family, which I could tell has so much more love and happiness and fun in their day-to-day life. But let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you want more wife swap episodes. I want to cover more of these new ones they made right before lockdown, because they seem pretty spicy like this one. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching to the very end, and until next time, peace out.